McKissick. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Check, 47. You're not ready.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ready.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let him know. Check 24. Hey, take kill.
To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Running with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
You ain't going nowhere. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. It's complete to Jerome Brown. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Mike 47. Watch the curl.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Right there. All day, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
Ready, 95, 56.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
47-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They run it with Carson. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now it's Carson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Here's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 35-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A carry now for McKissick. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. 550.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Why?
12, 12, 12. 22.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. He's got a man. Complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Check flag 47. Check flag 47. Hey,
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Mike's 47. 47. Double dog.
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike 54. Watch the run.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On play action, now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougald.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Quick, 190.
44 is the Mike. Here we go.
14.
On first down, Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tight end right. You got 3 down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Buying time to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Wilson wants to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.